This video is going to go over exactly what we can do to do some things to finish up our application. These things are going to have to do with having a splash screen and also an icon set for whatever platform we might be targeting. So inside of our project, you'll notice that I have an assets folder. So this is where I'm bringing in the initial asset that is displayed on our home view. So you can see right here, it's going to assets/labrick.ping. But I also have an icon and splash folder here. Inside of the splash folder, it's just a basic splash screen. And to actually use the splash screen within an Apache Mobile Flex application, you can see in my main MXML file, inside my tab view navigator application, I set splash screen image equal to, and then I make sure to embed that image. So I'm going into assets.splash/splash/splash.ping. And then I'm also setting splash screen scale mode to stretch. You can set that to a number of different things depending on how you want it to appear. And that's all you need to do for a splash screen. Going back into my assets folder, I also have a set of icons in here. And these are kind of the standard Android icons. So there's a 36 pixel, 48, 72, and 96 pixel ping. They're all the same thing, they're just different sizes. So to set those, we actually have to go into our application descriptor file. So if I open that up, so main-app.xml, we can see inside of my icon node here, I have defined image 36 by 36, 48 by 48, and so on. And there I just point to my assets folder, /icons, / whichever particular ping file corresponds to this tag for each one. So there's a number of different ways you could do this. And by default, IntelliJ is going to give you a list of about 20 different icon sizes that you can use. So you can certainly create icons for each of those if you want to, or just a couple. So a couple more things here. Inside of the application descriptor file, of course, you're going to have to make sure to set the correct version of AIR that you're targeting. It's a good idea for an application ID, if you're actually going to be publishing this, to use a reverse domain ID. So in this case, com.fracturedvisionmedia.rssdemo, because it's just a demo, right? Here you give it a specific file name and a name, and the name is what it's going to actually appear as on a user's system. You can give it a version number, and then if you want, you can go ahead and give it a description and copyright and all that junk, but you don't really have to. For content, this is automatically created at compile time, so you don't have to worry about that. And that's mostly all you have to deal with when working with Apache Flex with mobile. Although down here you can see that there are specific requirements for both iOS and Android. So here's iOS, it's under the iPhone node here, and there's a number of things that you can set. And then inside of Android, there are these manifested editions. So in this case, we are using, you can see this is uncommented, we are definitely requesting permission for internet access, since we are going out and grabbing RSS feeds in this application. However, all these other guys we don't really need to deal with. If you wanted to use those, you could just uncomment them and they would be enabled. And that's really about all you need to do to finish your application.